Hello, fourth graders. This is Miss Yvette, and I'm here today to talk to you about your family life. And today we're going to begin in the very beginning of your book in the contents. And I'm just going to review briefly about what we've talked about in the last couple weeks. So Unit 1, God's gift of family. And it said being needed and why rules. Okay. The second video I sent was God's gift of self in Unit 2, my feelings and acting on my feelings. Okay. So today, Unit 3, God's gift of life. And it's going to be Lessons 5 and Lesson 6. Lesson 5, Your Amazing Body. And Lesson 6, The Stages of Life. So let's turn to page 33, which has the family time page, which is for everyone in the family. And it says God's gift of life. Family, images of God's life. God, who desired to share his love, created human life in his own image and likeness. To these human persons, the most wondrous of all his creations, he gave the great responsibility to care for, to cherish, and to protect all his creation. So there's two more paragraphs in this article, and I might talk a little bit about the calendar. But at the bottom here, healthy habits in the home, it says evaluate your family's weekly activities. Does one person or a particular kind of activity dominate the schedule? When putting together the family schedule, be sure that everyone is included. Address the physical and spiritual health of the whole family. And that's very important because I know there are some things that parents like to discuss among themselves because the information, isn't for younger children. But a family thing where it does affect what happens to the children. It's good to know. Like this week we're going to do what Mary wants. On this day we'll do John's. The next day we'll do Beth. And that everybody has a chance to express their physical and spiritual health. A great way for spiritual health is to come to church on Saturday or Sunday, and or during the week if that's possible, and then also maybe do adoration in the chapel. All right, so we have a family blessings here today, and it says during family meal times this week, devote prayer to giving thanks to God for the gift of life. Ask that our culture be renewed in respecting and protecting life at every age. Good prayer. On the back of Family Time, on this page, it has taking the lesson home. Every stage of life offers opportunities to teach and learn. Have each family member complete the sentences below. So they have 4 sentences there. And they want you to see how many of these activities you can actually do. Right here. To the right, you see a picture of all these people. And imagine that's just one big family. And it says making connections. You can learn a great deal about the sacredness of human life and the human body from your family. Ask family members the following questions and talk about their responses. So it has 3 questions here, and they want you to ask some family members. It could be a sibling, could be a parent, it could be an aunt or an uncle. Anyone that you feel safe talking to about these kinds of things. On the bottom, faith on the fridge, bottom of this page, and this is a saying from St. Teresa of Jesus, and this is very powerful and very, very true. So listen good. Christ has no body on earth but yours. No hands, no feet but yours. Yours are the eyes through which Christ's compassion for the world is to look out. Yours are the feet with which he is to go about doing good. And yours are the hands with which he is to bless us now. So if you remember at the end of Mass, they'll say thanks be to God. And what that is telling us is we are then to go out and preach to the people. You don't necessarily have to use words. Your actions and your saying what you say, and just being a good role model. You're preaching the word of God that way. All right, so beginning of lesson 5. Your amazing body. Curious about creation. And the story is about, imagine a curious angel asking God about his creation of human beings. So you're going to read a little story here about an angel speaking to God and God speaking to her about creation. In this lesson, we are going to explore God's plan in creating the human body, discover that God created you as a unique person, make the decision to deepen the respect for your body.